Everyone, this is Erin from Makeup Artistry by Erin. I just wanted to welcome you to my channel, to my first tutorial. This is the look that we're gonna do. This was actually the look that I wore in my intro video, although the difference is I did not have a red lip. I had a nude lip on, but I really wanted to kind of amp it up, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. This is a really nice look. I've got a red blush, red lip, great for holiday, great for date night, nighttime, you want to go out, anything like that. Let me get a look up. These are the eyes. I do have lashes on, and it's a nice smoky look, going from light to dark. Warm brown, so it's great for this fall. It's really trendy, and I hope you guys enjoy. Onto the Of course, it wouldn't be a video if I didn't mess up. If you'd like to go ahead and see how you can complete this look, then go ahead and keep watching. Bye. Okay, everyone, so to get started, I'm gonna go ahead and split different parts of this video up. Right now I have on just my moisturizer. I do have on lip conditioner that I do put on prior to doing my face. That way it can soak in before I wear any lipstick. I don't have any brows done, so I'm going to do my brows, but it will be a separate video, just like I am going to do lashes, but I'm going to end up making that a separate video. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I am going to do the video of my makeup in the introduction video for my channel. So let's get started. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay guys, so I totally messed up. What I went ahead and did, I thought I was recording, I went ahead and put a transition color called soft brown. And I put that in the crease, okay? Then I went ahead and I took a yellow from MAC, and it's called Goldenrod. So I first went ahead and in my crease area, in this area right here, I went ahead and used this color. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry. This color right here. And I put that all in my crease. Right here. Then I went ahead and used my yellow, which was this color. Goldenrod. An amazing color. I'm going to catch up with you guys. I'm so sorry. I thought I was recording. Again, this is my first tutorial. And I went ahead and I put this all in the crease, right on top of that transition color. And like I was saying, transition colors help with blending, so it makes it easier, especially when you're using multiple looks. So I went ahead and added that all in here. My third step was I took my MAC 252 brush and I used the color soft brown. I took that color and I patted it across my entire lid up into the crease. So I did not go any higher than right here. I wanted all of that color to be concentrated right here. And that is the same as on this. Okay? Now, to catch you up, we're on to the next step. Okay. I went ahead and took Orange by MAC, which is this color right here. It is a pro color, so if you want to go ahead and order that, you can order it through MAC.com or MACcosmetics.com, or if you happen to be in an area that does have a MAC Pro store, then you can actually go in there and purchase it. I took a 217 brush. The previous brush I was using for my crease was a 224, so this is a little bit smaller. And I'm going to go ahead and concentrate this color above the brown script that I did, which is above the crease. So I'm going to place this right in this area, in between the yellow, but in between the brown. So again, I'm going to go ahead and go from inside to outside, making sure to blend where the brown is and blend where I'm putting the orange. You want it to be a seamless blend. And you're going to use windshield wiper marks and circular, whatever one works best for you. But you definitely want it to be seamless, and you don't want to do a real heavy hand like this because it's not going to do anything and it's going to disrupt your skin. You want to use a very light. So the further your hand is away from this, the lighter hand you're going to use. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and blend that in. Now the next color, I'm actually going to go back to the brown script. Because as you can see, when you start blending, it does take a little bit of that color away. So I'm going to go ahead and re-add some of that brown script on with my 252 brush. Now I'm going to go back to this palette and I'm going to use this color. This color is called Rule. That is at any MAC store. I'm going to use my same 217 brush and I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to go a little bit lower than where I put the orange. I'm really going to concentrate this color exactly on top of where that brown script ended to really warm that up. This is just going to give it some extra depth. I know these colors look crazy, but when they mix together, they make a gorgeous look. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right in there. And I'm going to take a little bit of the orange again, go right on top of that. Really want that to be well blended. Now, to make the bottom just a little bit darker, I'm going to use a color called Embark. Okay, this is another matte shadow. I'm going to take my original 252 brush, use the other side of it, and I am going to press this shadow on top of where I have the brown script going up into the crease. So you can see it's still a very warm shade, but it just added a little bit of darkness. Go ahead and do that on the other side. And again, I'm tapping this because if I go ahead and just rub it on, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pick up product that I had there and I'm going to take it away. And that's not what I want to do. I want to place it. Okay. Go back into that 217 brush or your anything that happens to look like this. One of your staple brushes. Blend that line out. You don't want any harsh lines. It's probably the biggest key when doing a smoky eye. So as you can see, it's there. Now what you're noticing is now that I've used all that orange, I kind of covered up the yellow. So I want to go ahead and get that yellow back in there. I'm going to go back to my 224 brush, which is this brush. It's a little bit bigger than the 217, and I'm going to go back into that golden rod. When I go into that golden rod, I'm going to go back on top of where I did the orange. And I'm going to blend that back in there. Because I really want it to go from dark to light. That is the biggest thing. That's how you get that neat grading effect. That's why you end up using so many shadows. Okay, so now you can see that's there. I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Bring that yellow back in. Now we're almost done. Okay, so now that you can see that is there, you're noticing that the yellow is a little high, so that might look a little funny to you. So we're going to go ahead and correct that. I'm going to take a flat brush. This is actually a brush by Urban Decay, but you want to use a packing brush. Not something like the 252, a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit stiffer because that one's not as stiff. I'm going to take a light color that is lighter than my skin tone. I'm actually going to use a very light shimmery color. I can't figure out the name because this palette's custom done and I depotted some of my shadows. But this color, it's this one. It looks like this. So any color that's similar to that. And I am using a shimmery shade. I don't always use shimmery shades on the brow bone. But because most of these shadows are matte, I'm going to go ahead and add a little shimmer to add some definition to my brow. So I'm going to go ahead and start placing that shadow directly under the brow. What this is going to do is it's going to go ahead and soften up the look. Again, bringing that gradient, so that transition in, and it's going to bring attention to your brow. So you're going to go ahead and do that. You're going to go back to your 224 brush. And you're going to blend that in with a little bit of the golden rod. So there's not such a harsh line. This is all about blending. And you're going to blend the two colors into each other. Same on the other. 224 brush. And blend the two colors into each other. And just keep blending until you feel that you've got it down. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. This look kind of reminds me of Thanksgiving just because it's got the yellow, the oranges, the browns, just a very Thanksgiving time look. I should have done this beforehand. Okay, so now that you have that done, you're gonna go ahead and do your liner. And so I'm gonna go ahead and use a black liner. The liner that I'm gonna go ahead and use is I'm actually gonna use my MAC Black Track is what it's called, and it's the fluid line. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my original brush that I have no idea where it went. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a liner brush. Now this is my Sephora. It's my Pro Bent liner brush, and that's the one that I'm gonna go ahead and use. So you're just gonna go ahead and pick up some of that product. You're gonna get your brush covered in it. And then what you want to do is you want this brush to be as pointy as possible. So I'm going to take my little tray and I'm just going to wipe off any excess product to get it to a nice point. Okay. I'm not going to do a winged look on this. I'm just going to do a little baby one just because I don't want anything to take away from this since this is such a dramatic look. Your easiest way to do this is if you kind of look down into a mirror. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. And I'm going to start in the middle, right about here. The way I teach it, so you do small little strokes as close to the lash line as possible. And then when you come to the inner part, you want to get a little bit thinner so you can kind of see how I get as thin as possible. Now you can see none of the lines match. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, so you're going to go ahead and connect the dots. You're going to come from the inner and connect those dots. and connect it all the way around. If you need to pick up some extra product, you can always grab more. And then you come to the outside. Now, if you notice, if there's any spots that seem to be that aren't dark enough for you, that totally didn't make any sense, but you know what I mean, then go back and you can smooth over it. So there, you have a nice, I think you totally missed that. So you have a nice line from small to thicker. And as you can see, I didn't do a wing on that. Okay everyone, so I just want to go ahead and let you know I did go ahead and show you the eyes, but this is my completed look. If you're really wanting a face tutorial, I will do one another time, but I figured I'd go ahead and just show the eyes since I had a few people ask for it, and that was already a long enough video. But I did want to show you a different look. In the previous video when I did my intro, I didn't have a red lip. I had a nude lip on. So I just wanted to go ahead and amp it up a little bit and put a red lip on. I did use a red blush instead of a pink. So I really hope you enjoy it. Let me get a close-up before my camera dies. So these are the eyes with the lashes. I hope you enjoy it. This is a great holiday daytime or even a great night or date. And then I did use RiRi Woo, or you could also use Ruby Woo from MAC. It's a great